Hello and welcome to a Let's Play of Dawn of War 2. Very similar to Dawn of War 1, actually, but this change in the flavor of the combat. This is smaller scale with a limited amount of squads, no base building, still a lot of fighting, but thanks to you having less units, there's more focus on tactical aspects of the combat like cover, and each squad you command has its own war gear and set of special abilities, and there's even leveling up your units. So it's in a way it's smaller scale, but at the same time that smaller scale comes with a lot of new options that didn't exist in Dawn of War 1. So very similar games in a way, but very unique feels to them. I'm not sure which I like the most. Of course, Commander Bob and Sergeant difficulty. Choose if you played real-time strategy games before. Captain would be an option. Choose if you are an expert at real-time strategy games. I think both would be doable and enjoyable. However, I don't recall ever playing this too much. I played it at least once before. I can't recall too much about it. I can't say I'm an expert at it by any means. So, better play it safe and play with Sergeant. It should still provide an interesting gaming experience. It isn't that easy, but it shouldn't be. I think we probably are not going to fail any missions by playing with this. At the same time, we might get casualties here and there. So, with Captain, we might actually end up getting our asses kicked here a few times. I don't know. I think both would be sort of fine. But since I would play with Captain if I had recently completed the game and had the experience how to play it. But since I don't recall much, I'll use the Sergeant difficulty.
Subsector Aurelia. This cluster of worlds stands on the very edge of the Imperium of Man. From this frontier came the Blood Ravens, a chapter of the Emperor's own Space Marines. Savage aliens seek to overrun the sector and break the Blood Ravens once and for all. Captain Davian Thule and a handful of Space Marines lead the raw recruits defending these worlds. Now, another Space Marine joins this desperate battle. A newly promoted commander, ready to lead in our darkest hour. You are this Space Marine. And you will tip the balance toward victory.
Commander Bob to rescue. Commander Bob. You are Bob, the Space Marine recently promoted to the rank of Force Commander. You have been sent to Calderis to help Captain Davian Thule stave off a massive orc invasion. Such is your reputation. The chapter expects that you alone will be enough to tip the balance of the fight and save Calderis. A man of few words, you are renowned for keeping calm in high-pressure situations and finding a path to victory in the very face of overwhelming odds.
Calderis. We Blood Ravens select our initiates from this world's fierce warriors. Calderis is the cradle and the future of our chapter. Now, the orcs would take it from us. This we cannot allow. Find cover. Kill the orcs that are out in the open. Enemies destroying a key structure. Welcome, Commander. This is Captain Davian Thule, in command here on Calderis. We are battling the orcs that threaten this world. You have dropped right into the combat zone. I am north of you with several squads of our initiates. We are under heavy fire and losing control of our flanks. Move north and provide support.
Tactical Marines awaiting orders. Repositioning.
We have a melee leader and
How can we serve?
ranged tactical
Some of the
marines.
enemies got behind us! Kill them!
Tactical squad, return fire.
Bring on the Daka!
Green skin eliminated. Tactical squad.
For a fight!
This way, brothers.
The orcs ahead of you are trying to outflank us. Eliminate them. Our fortifications are under assault.
Tactical Marines ready.
That's the right-hand orcs. Forward to the right and go build up.
Me, brothers. Forward. Tactical squad.
There's not much we can do. Tactical squad has one ability. Fake suppression, reduce incoming range damage at the cost of movement.
Reposition.
But we basically can do melee, some kind of charge attack on the commander, and that's it.
Preparedness is all.
Enemy is destroying a key structure.
Tactical squad, return fire.
Okay. Why are you out of cover?
Target destroyed. Ready. Use a grenade.
No one's left on the left.
Target destroyed.
Should have used grenades earlier.
Fortifications are under assault.
There's a limited amount of uses on them, but that hardly matters.
Reinforcements have arrived. Push forward, initiates.
Also destroys cover.
Tactical Marines ready.
Commander has some kind of a healing item. There's a limited amount of uses, but you can usually get more during the mission. So you shouldn't skimp out on those just because you might run out.
Tactical squad, return fire. Target destroyed.
Well fought, Commander. But the Greenskins will not give us much time before they attack again. I need you and Sergeant Tarkus to take charge of driving the orcs back. Move up to the ruins east of here and prepare to repel the next orc wave.
If your squad gets casualties, you can replenish them on certain points, like where we landed here. They're marked on the map with the little stars. I'm not sure if it's all that visible.
Command. Tactical squad repositioning.
Orc vehicle! Stay in cover. That truck has a heavy gun.
More shooting, less dying, you kids!
get me some more boys! And these Umis is sparking up me truck! Back through that tunnel!
Get 'em, boys! They're in the ruins!
More orcs, and lots of cover to use on our approach. Hostiles purged. Fox won't get to that
Let's
position,
rush them.
brothers.
Grenade them.
Hit that target.
It's on that tank chopper! They looking for a fight!
Tactical squad, return fire.
Well done, Commander. Those orcs have opened a path through the hill somehow. Move forward and seal it. That's gonna be a fine scuff.
No problem.
Commander, the orcs are using a guard tower near the cave mouth. My squad can take it out with a grenade.
Right. These containers have the support items which recharge
The
our healing
greenskins are
and
clearly
grenades.
using that mine as a passage, Commander. Seal that entrance by any means necessary.
They will not have anything else, so it's always the
The
same.
orcs have stacked fuel and ordnance near the entrance over there. A well-placed grenade should ignite it and bring the whole cave down.
Good work, Space Marines. The greenskins will not be using that passage again anytime soon.
But the leader managed to escape through the tunnel before we could kill him. That was our chance to cut this invasion off at the head.
He will show himself again, Tarkus. And when he does, we will be ready. Thunderhawks are en route. Prepare for extraction.
Zeal and fury are rewarded.
The early missions, like a handful of them, should be pretty much more or less a tutorial to ease you up into the game. We also, looking at the map that was map diamond, we had basically one small corner of the map to use. That's a good indication that this is practice run. A little bit of war gear, crap, level ups.
Welcome aboard Strike Cruiser Armageddon, Commander. Calderis is currently facing a massive orc invasion that threatens to spill over to the entire sector. Urgent distress signals are coming from other nearby sectors, but we must concentrate our efforts here. I need you to take charge of an assault that's stalled on the surface below. Drop to the point marked on the planet map and start pushing into the orcs' flank.
We can't go to the star map or the squad deployment screen yet, because we don't have enough squads to have to make a choice between which ones we're gonna take, and we can't go to other systems or other planets. Okay. Improved chain sword. And a better bolter. Both items are shit. They're grey. I think the item are something like grey, green, blue, and purple. We have some greens here, even a blue. But there's level requirements on equipping these, so they're not useful yet. Right, leveling itself, it basically means that you get a couple of points to use on your character development. You have stamina, ranged combat, melee combat, and will, which is basically energy. So I don't understand what it is, I don't just call it energy. Health, range, melee, energy. Energy special abilities, health is, well, health buffer and health regeneration. And I think these are mainly damage. Melee skill, likelihood to perform special melee attacks and knock down opponents. So we basically have to do very early on decide what we're gonna do with the characters. Some characters also have better bonuses somewhere. So can unlock Battle Cry. That's probably a good idea in general. It's their special abilities that are where the true value in specializing comes. However, I don't think you can basically get everything no matter how much you try. So you have to make a choice. I suppose a healthy choice is, are you going to be a range fighter or a melee fighter? Then how much do you want to rely on those energy related abilities? Health is always useful, but depending on how you play a character, it might not be necessary. I mean, if you're a sort of a support character, it doesn't matter how much health and health regeneration do you have. It's much more important that you have your support abilities always ready to be used. I think I'll take the Battle Cry. Because it's so easy, and I intend to make this a melee focused anyway. It just it has the special ability to victory that allows you to charge and knock down enemies and smash through some type of covers. It just has melee written all over it. Battle Cry. For a limited time, the Force Commander performs special attacks with every blow, dealing damage and knocking enemies to the ground. Additionally, the Force Commander cannot be knocked down for the duration. More melee skill, more melee damage. War gear does not have to be used, it can be donated for experience points. Everyone in the squad gets the experience. Currently it doesn't make much sense, we don't really have equipment to spare, and we only have 2 squads anyway. I'm not sure if the missing squads would ever get the experience, so it makes sense to at least wait until you have full force squads. Right. Unlock the taunting ability. Melee or ranged? Hmm. I don't know. But since he's already going to melee, I suppose I could go with health for now, because no matter what I go with, it's gonna be useful. Also energy. Forces nearby enemies to switch targets and engage target's squad, drawing their fire from other friendly units. Haunting ability. Right.
The Greenskins have taken over a hamlet outside Argus. This hamlet sits on a vital supply route, and all of Calderis could fall if we do not dislodge them. Sergeant Avitus and his squad of Devastator Space Marines held the hamlet alone, but they were finally overwhelmed. You must retake the hamlet and drive the orcs back. To aid in this, I am assigning Sergeant Cyrus and his squad of scouts to your command. His infiltration expertise should prove invaluable.
So we'll probably get a Devastator squad and a Scout squad out of this. And a level 2 power armor. Sergeant Tarkus Tactical Squad. A veteran of centuries of campaigning, Tarkus leads his tactical marines into combat with confidence and a steely demeanor. Slow to anger, Tarkus is a rock-solid second-in-command, an expert tactician. Tarkus served with Davian Thule in the Kronos campaign, and quickly established himself as one of Thule's most trusted advisors. Tarkus twice distinguished himself in the campaign, first against Tal, and once more against the Necrons, and was awarded Terminator honors for his valor.
This guard duty stuff is naff. We should be out stopping Uries again like we did to the town. Wait, did you hear something?
Coming out of stealth, a good kill, Initiate. But you have Cyrus to Armageddon. In position.
Space Marines, heartening news. Avitus, the squad leader who defended the hamlet, is still alive. The orcs incapacitated him, but apparently could not finish the job.
Avitus is too stubborn to die.
So it would seem, Cyrus. An orc guard position stands between you and Sergeant Avitus. Approach with stealth and eliminate the greenskins.
Understood.
Enemy destroyed.
Which way to shoot?
Tactical Marines ready.
The stones offer cover.
Receiving fire. Tactical squad.
Why are you shooting?
Bring down that guard tower, Cyrus.
Get to that position,
Say it
brothers.
now before the cleansing begins. Be vigilant.
What do we have on this map? We have a couple of capturable locations that we can use for reinforcements, and that's it. So there's nothing special on this map either.
Tactical
The
Marines
chapter's
awaiting
recruits
orders.
stand ready. Be vigilant.
You have a demolition charge, suppressive fire ability. If you get suppressed, you're basically so screwed. An infiltration ability.
Be vigilant.
Box open. Go ahead. Tactical squad repositioning.
Need only a word. Out of sight. Moving toward target. A demolition charge will bring that tower down. Orc guards eliminated.
Excellent work, Cyrus. Avitus's position is on your tactical display. Revive him so that he may join your attack.
At your command. Advancing.
Say it now before the cleansing begins. For the chapter.
Damn orcs found another pass through the hills.
There is a relay beacon near your position, Commander. Secure it, and we can deploy reinforcements to fill out your squads. Move Avitus near the beacon, and we can get his squad back to full strength. Reinforcements inbound. Excellent. Avitus and his Devastator squad are back to full strength. Now, push into the hamlet and eliminate those orcs, Commander.
Tell me what you got.
Which way to shoot?
Target sighted.
Space Marines on the right! Heavy houses!
What the fuck am I doing?
Tarkus here. With me, brothers, advance.
The chapter's recruits stand ready. Be vigilant.
Okay. I change the place of these.
Avitus.
No. Drive the orcs from the village.
Brothers, we go.
Tactical Marines awaiting orders. Destination confirmed.
Say it now before the Be vigilant. Begins.
They should come after us.
Those orcs are turning tail.
They could be going for help. Stay alert.
Yes, they could.
This is Avitus.
Brothers, we go.
We need only a word. Be vigilant.
How can we serve? Repositioning.
That's a good position.
My squad should set up in heavy cover, Commander. The suppressive fire from my heavy bolter will keep the greenskins pinned.
This is Avitus.
Right. It's a good
Understood.
place for the
Going there
man.
now.
Chapter's recruits stand ready. Be vigilant.
At your command. Tactical squad repositioning.
Enemy combatants in the field.
Yeah, they have no
There.
chance really.
Devastator's ready to fire. Our heavy bolters are deadly, but they take time to set up and have a limited field of fire.
Oh. Like 2 of them died and they ran away.
Adjust your positions.
It's a bit disappointing.
Only a word.
Tactical Marines away. Reposition.
Be vigilant.
Commander, there is a second relay beacon near your position. Activate it to finish securing the hamlet. Adjust your positions. Advance on the... Excellent work, Commander. The hamlet is secure. More orcs are on the way, Commander. Set up your forces to repel the attack. This hamlet must not fall again.
Look alive, brothers. Be vigilant.
Command. Reposition.
Weapons ready.
Set up Avitus here. I don't think that's a good place to set up anyone.
Brothers, we go.
Those
Orcs on approach.
Come on, greenskins!
Too much data!
Good work, Avitus. They have nowhere to run now. Target them before they can get to cover. Tactical squad enemy troops destroyed.
Your command.
yeah, no cover, suppress, there.
Direct our wrath at you.
We need only a word.
Tactical squad, return fire. Launch away to cover. Use a grenade. Move into that position. Hostile squad eliminated.
On the right! Which way? Wait for it!
Taking hits.
All guns!
Ready.
Open fire!
This way, brothers. Kill the greenskin.
That's not good for us!
Move on to the next target, brothers.
Well done, Space Marines. Thunderhawks are on approach to return you to the Armageddon. Zeal and fury are rewarded.
Not much of a
with
mission
victory.
again. Practice, practice, practice. The reason I didn't want to go into the building is that while I can flush out their troops with grenades, they can do the same with mine. So it's a protected place against a lot of fire, but if people are rushing you, it's not that hard to throw a grenade in there and then you're fucked. So it's better, in my opinion, to just use some other cover if you have the option.
Well done, Commander. With the hamlet cleared, we can secure the main route into the capital.
The greenskins knew to strike where we were most vulnerable, Captain Thule.
Cyrus is correct. Someone is agitating the orcs and pointing them at valuable targets. If we are going to win this war, we need to find out who is using the greenskins against us.
Right. Day 3, we got a choice in mission. One notable thing is these little icons next to the actual mission area. You usually, if you go to an area and fight, there's usually an option like extra capturable sites, and you can choose one of the two. No, that's not correct. You can choose one every time you go into a mission area. So if we, for some reason, get to go back here another time, we get to choose the one we missed. Thing is, I'm not sure where we start to have the ability to actually capture them, because this had the same option, but the mission area certainly didn't have that option. They should be map markers that are clearly visible if they are there. I'm not quite sure what they do. Okay, this unlocks artillery strikes, communication array. It might do something else. Automated foundry, turrets, Imperial Shrine. Allows channeling their power to any squads deployed on the field of battle. Yeah, I don't know what that means. I'm hoping there's some kind of a note on that once it actually starts happening. Yeah, there's a tangible bonus item you can get from there. Sort of a usable, and depending on how many of similar locations you've secured, determines the number of uses. However, that's not the only thing. I think everything also has a secondary benefit. I just, for the life of me, can't recall what they are. Right, Avitus. Heavy weapon, so definitely more range combat. Extend the range of all ranged weapons used by Avitus. Infiltrate does not drain energy while Cyrus and his squad are standing still. I sort of think that's pretty much the mandatory thing to successfully use the squad for anything useful. Once we get to further level ups, I'll take a better look at the abilities we can take. New armor. 48 points extra health. Higher armor class. I'm sort of want to sacrifice some items because currently we just don't have the level to really equip anything. So if I could destroy a few pretty much worthless items, I could probably get easy level up out of it. Okay, do you have an armor? Improved bolt pistol. It is terrible, but it's slightly better than what we have. Terrible armor, but we don't have better. Actually we do, but we would need to be about level 4 to 5 to be able to use them. If we would sacrifice something really shitty, we might be able to do it. At the same time, I'm not sure if it's worth rushing, because we have 4 squads, and they're fine squads, but only 4. I think that's the number that you have to take on a mission. Choose which 4 of your options you take, but currently we only have 4, so if we gain any additional experience it would be sort of wasted, maybe. So it might be better at this point to just hoard every piece of war gear we can, and once we have a handful of squads, at least most of them, maybe not all of them, I don't actually even recall. I think we get like a assault squad and we get some kind of a vehicle. One of the Space Marine robots. For the life of me, I just The name escapes me at the moment. Dreadnought. Yeah, that's Dreadnought. I don't know if we get more or more than that. Possibly. I do not recall. Either way, feed or targets.
Someone is agitating the orcs and pointing them at valuable targets. If we are going to win this war, we need to find out who is using the greenskins against us. Distress signals are coming from locations across Calderis. We need to push the orcs back before we can assess who is driving them into us. Prepare your squads and mount strikes against those targets. Once they are dealt with, we can search their remains for clues about who is stirring up the orcs.
Yeah, there's one thing I do recall about this game. The game progresses in days, and currently it doesn't seem to matter much, but it does actually matter. There's a mission evaluation system. I think it's how many of the enemies you killed. You get something like medals. Is it from? It's either from 1 to 4 or 1 to 5, something like that, depending on your performance. And there's 3 categories. The reason it's important is that if you perform well enough on all those categories, and I don't exactly remember what the categories are, you get extra missions per day. So on day 3, if we perform well enough, I'm not sure if these have the options, but once we get through this tutorial part, you can unlock another mission on day 3. The benefit is that you can do more missions, get more experience, get more war gear, and there's a sort of a mechanic that progresses as the day goes by. So basically things will get worse and worse and worse. But if you get to do multiple missions per day, you might be able to sort of fight against that sort of a negative influence and be in a better position as you move forward. Because you might have a situation like this, that you have 2 places to go, but you can only do 1 mission per day. And the next day, this might not be available anymore. I think you can do both of these missions. I'm pretty sure that there's going to be start to be timers on the missions, like it's available for a certain amount of days. These we'll just have to do. But it comes to the situation that you have to perform very well in these missions, maybe complete them fast enough in order to unlock the extra missions per day if you want to complete everything that becomes available. And there's some kind of a tangible benefit in able to do that, and a negative if you fail miserably in these. I need to read on what these specialties do, though. I don't particularly want to. The reason is that some of the benefits, while useful, will be much weaker than others. I think there's a benefit that basically gives you a little bit of a boost on the value that determines are you gonna get extra deployments on a day or not. And I need to at least find out which one of these is gonna be the one that does it. It's probably a communications array or a automated foundry, one or the other. Imperial Shrine, that's I don't know what that is. It's going to be some kind of special ability. Every one of them will unlock some kind of special ability. I just don't know whether that is, but still good enough of a start, I suppose. Now that I started playing this, I start to remember little things, but I still don't have a good grasp on things. One thing I do recall is that just specialize on something and don't specialize naturally. Keep everything. You need to know everything on some squad, because certain enemy types will be much more better or vulnerable against certain things. So preferably you want to have at least one squad that is very good against something, and then you will keep mixing them up a bit depending on what you actually have to do. Commander is gonna be always there, so I'm thinking of making him melee. Maybe, yeah, you have to pick something. Since we can't take everything, I don't think it's a good idea to mix things too much. But the thing is, every army is gonna have its own melee units, so we have to have at least one squad always that is capable of taking them on and aiding our own range units that might be overwhelmed by enemy melee units. So I'm not sure if the commander is good enough on its own, but it'll at least take the pressure off. We can handle things through other means if we have at least one capable melee guy. And the commander sort of seems like he's built for the job. His special abilities are very good at melee. Very good melee abilities. And yeah, a lot of the stamina one, actually boosts the melee special ability. Makes it cheaper to use. Increases the charge range while energy cost decrease. So additional accessory slots. Regains energy when killing an enemy. It sort of makes me feel that because of the distance between certain skills, is that the game wants me to take the energy at least somewhat. Same with the life. I don't think it matters too much which one of the combat skills we take. Orbital command. It's like 1 to 4 levels away. Drop pod beacons and orbital bombardment beacons can be each used twice in a single deployment. Energy is vital to using our special abilities anyway. Yeah, they're highly resistant to knockdown. Again, another ability that is much better if you use melee. Invulnerable for a short time. Right. I might look at these a little bit more closer once we get more level ups. But for now, Commander Bob will be our melee guy. Targus, I'm not sure which one. I'm pushing stamina up. It's gonna be useful no matter what. But hmm, we'll have to make the choice soon. Well, he's gonna be range combat. It doesn't make any sense to make him melee, this heavy weapon guy. So that's melee guaranteed, range weapon guaranteed. Cyrus probably range, because he's a scout, sniper, whatever. He's not gonna be in your face. Yeah, his melee abilities are not actual melee abilities. It's adds an accessory slot and smoke grenades. So he does not do melee at all. So another range combat user. The thing is, I know we're gonna get the assault squad, so I'm not sure if it makes sense to have Tarkus be a melee squad. And if we're gonna get the Dreadnought, it's gonna be amazing, probably at both range and melee. Yeah, I'll have to think about it. It also depends on what gear we're gonna get. I don't think the gear is basically decided beforehand. I mean, there's gonna be random drops from the fights, so we might have. It might make sense to specialize in something that we have great gear on. Either way, decent enough of a start.